Welcome back, boys. Last video, we declared war on the Western Soviet government. Doing a pretty good job at that, if I do say so myself. Let me check casualties. See, I don't need to say so for myself, because the numbers seem to prove it. Commies can't do shit. And so we are pushing forward with that knowledge. The Germans seem to have sort of broken a little bit in their maneuvers. Let's get rid of that then. We don't need to have a got boys on the lake. You all get back on that main front line. See if we can get more rifles. We're really struggling on that front. So, you know, that's kind of typical of Russia, I think. And a Russian combat situation. So not the biggest surprise, but still. Let's get a lane of science. Russia is a country of many technological advances. Color television, periodic table, rocketry, and the diesel locomotive are all Russian inventions. And yet from the current status of Russia, one would think that we are backwards and have never done anything for the world. That must change. We must begin to prove to the world once more that we are a nation of science and technology. That's what I'm talking about. So our guys are doing crap supply-wise. It's just the other guys are also doing crap supply-wise. So it balances out. And honestly, I think I'm going to do this. I don't know what they can even do to stop us at this point. They can try moving, but we can also... Oh. Tragedy struck the left socialist revolutionaries as his longtime leader Isaac Steinberg passed away today at the age of 68. Born to a family of Jewish merchants, the young Steinberg had joined the SR in 1906, quickly becoming a staunch dissident under the Tsar's absolutist rule. Staunch anti-war revolutionary, was initially delighted with the results of the February Revolution and was elected a delegate in Kerensky's Constituent Assembly. Although weird, the Bolsheviks, he nonetheless took up the position of Commissioner of Justice in the RSF-SR, becoming well known for his extremely lenient handling of political prisoners. Butting heads with Lenin on more than one occasion regarding Sovnarkom's punitive measures against so-called enemies of the state, Steinberg began drifting away from the Bolsheviks, eventually leaving Soviet Russia altogether when the Brest-Litovsk Treaty was signed. Isaac moved to Weimar, Germany, and began working with socialist and Jewish territorialist groups until Hitler seized power in 1933. Living his life as an emigre in Canada until the Russian Republic's revival, he returned to the new government, espousing anarchist and syndicalist rhetoric, something which earned him significant notoriety in later Kerensky years. Having passed his socialist movement onto the relatively unknown Andrei Sinyavsky, the left SR's new leader, is known only to some as a popular literary critic. Whether the socialist new young leader can bring the party in the political mainstream, however, remains to be seen. The left's eldest fighter shall rest in peace. Well, dang, you hate to see a party member go out like that. Let's do, I guess, early auto-loaders. Improve the tanks a little bit more. Oh! YouTube Flippy! Thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it. How are ya? We'll go ahead. Keep on pushing. Hi, how are ya? Got a couple encirclements here, actually. Okay. Now that's certainly a way to do it. Attack India. Kind of a bit of a ways to go before we can do that. I'll see what we can do later, though. How about that? What they said. Oh no, I know I should have made this a democracy. We can give you infantry expert, which is excellent. Catalina science. Next, we will encourage minority enlistment. Of course, our policy is not only closed to Russians when applying for and winning for the army. We can broaden our horizons regarding the further expansion of Russian armed forces and turn our attention to other national minorities that are part of our unique state. Of course, this may be a small inconvenience for individuals in our ranks, but we cannot miss this opportunity. Mike, we need to take out the Soviets first. Michael, don't be like that. See? They heard us. They're attacking Burma. Attack India in 1959. Well, that's a bit more reasonable. We can try that. Fuck the Soviets. They can wait. I mean, maybe they can. How's our supply looking up here? Still better than them. Although at this point they are... They are starting to beat us a little bit. Seeing a lot more red. Well, we're doing well. We have enough greens that I think a little bit of a break will push on, I think. We'll do radar, I guess. So that reminds me. I kind of... See if we can't get some air superiority going. It says we're good to attack again now. I sort of believe that's seeing how we're doing. I don't know exactly what the Russian National Republic was thinking. But at the very least, it'll free up some divisions. Give us some time. Let's do progressive federalism. Constitutionally, we are the Russian Democratic Federative Republic. We need to formulate progressive policies in tandem with governors, creating a more functional federation. After all, Russia is no small country, largest country in the world. We cannot hope to have a centralized system where power is concentrated in the capital. Federalism must be upheld. Let's do war bonds. Then with those war bonds, get working on factories. See if we can't get one guy encircled at least. Just get the little pocket encirclements going. If we get those going, we're good in general. Every little bit is going to help. In fact, we now beat them division-wise, which wasn't the case at the start of the war. Probably wasn't, at least. But we got her now. We got him now. Mountain infantry, I guess. offensive line. Get all these guys pushing. Fighting all the way up here in Siberia is a bit of a pain. But we gotta do what you gotta do. Next, we'll do Diversity of Motherland. Despite its name, there are many people in Russia beyond ethnic Russians. Jews, Ukrainians, indigenous Siberians, Kazakhs, Armenians, Buryats, and countless others live in our territory and are constitutionally equal. We must recognize that Russia is not Japan, but a melting pot, and take efforts to prove that to the rest of the world. Onwards we go. We'll start attacking now. I imagine by the time we're in Nadim, this guy will ease off a little bit on the attack there. Make sure we get into Nadim. Oh. Beautiful. Give this guy a trait. We'll do adaptable. I also do preferred tactic for this guy. I think I'm good. Still don't fully know how that all works. Well, as we're about to make it to the Urals, we'll be able to push back. If we're able to keep pushing, we'll be done in no time. Say that the Russian nation, the nation of Russians, is completely detached from reality. Well, the Russian people make up the majority. There are dozens of ethnic groups and faiths who call Russia their home as well. From Turkic people such as Tuvans and Yakuts, to the Mongolic people such as Buryats and Kalmuks, and many more. Russia's diversity is indeed one of the things that makes the Russian nation such an amazing entity. Our identity is, as an ethnically and religiously diverse faction, is one that Iterim Sorokin seeks to preserve in the face of Nazi colonialism and reactionary chauvinism. Going forward with this SR platform on minority rights, Russia's status as a federal republic will strive to become something truly more than just words on a paper. Instead, Russia shall become a true federation of equals, united in the common cause of peace, democracy, and prosperity. All Mother Russia's sons shall stand together. Let's do the Female Reimbursement Act. Women on paper have equal wages as men. In practice, however, this is not the case. Women are paid less on average, and their work is valued less. We must work to ensure women and men ensure the same pay for the same work, and that their work is considered equally important. To achieve this, we shall be signing laws to enact such policies. Onwards we push. Kind of getting stuck in the deserts of Kazakhstan. It's going a little slow, admittedly. We can do... Let's do helicopter engines. One also, well, General's been wounded. You don't like to see it. There we go, one encircled. Ooh. Voting begins in the 1958 elections. There we go. go. We win again. How does that change up the Duma, if at all? 53 seats now. Excellent. Keep pushing forward. Keep working on new anti-tank. Probably not the best for our production on all the new guns and stuff for reinforcements. I'm starting to realize that. I realize that as soon as I swap over. It's not the best to do that. But at that point, it's too late. And so onwards we go. Minimum Wage Reimbursement Act. We'll get working on new generation motorized. Go figure they don't want to support women getting paid. Sweet, that'll cover our asses. Then we'll go against oppression. We cannot tolerate intolerance or give one more inch to fascism. We cannot permit racism, anti-Semitism, or sexism. We must uphold our nation's values of liberty, equality, and fraternity. To this end, we must make clear our stance against discrimination and oppression in any form it may manifest itself in. And, might as well do a march over to Kaliningrad at this point. Because what else is there to do? And there they go. Pass. Booyah. Yeah, it was cute, Russian National Republic, but nice try. Nope. Okay, so... Oh yeah, that works. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How are you? Okay, so these guys... Oh! And thank you for the sub as well. I appreciate that. Thank you for the Prime sub. Okay, so we can reintegrate the Soviets. It'll take a while, but we might as well do that now. And we can also press a nice little button. So get ready, boys. We're going to press the button. Oh. Oh! News has recently come from the city of Vladivostok, as has been officially announced that the last cells of organized Soviet resistance have fallen, thus marking the end of warlordism in Russia. President Piotr Sorokin, in a radio and television address, expressed warm thanks to the people of Russia and went on to say that Russia's future was brighter than ever. The ruling SR party was led by President Alexander Kerensky, who took over twice, first following the February Revolution of 1917 and again after the American invasion of the Russian Far East in 1946. Following Kerensky's assassination in 1951, the Socialist Revolutionaries made a comeback and have supported the expansion of social programs and equality for women and minorities in Russia. Kerensky looks down upon us. Enjoy. You love to see it. The rest we gotta do down here, it looks like. So we'll finish up with being against oppression, and then we'll move on from there. goods. Still can do war economy, looks like. So I think the play from here... We'll have to do an offensive line and take the R&R while we can. And then probably slide in to the Southwest Army Command. I don't know what's going on in Germany that they're not declaring. But whatever it is, I'm not a fan of it. Or I'll stick with it. I'm not the fan of all the German occupation of rightful Russian land, if you know what I mean. There we go. Despite the opposition's strong stance, we have passed the Female Wage Reimbursement Act. And now we'll do let's get working on this as soon as we can, so we can get the debuffs done. While the Red Army is clearly a force of criminals, there are some whose crimes can be excused for their merit or for their activities or defiance, be it ideological pragmatic to the devilish Bolshevik. There we are. There's Red Square. Still held down. Like how you have a little, you have a little red square there. That's cute. Do you have anything in St. Petersburg? That might be something. It might also just be a dockyard. I don't know St. Petersburg that well. Germany, you got the big funny building. Munich, you got whatever the fuck that is. Paris, do we have a tower in Paris? I don't think we have a tower in Paris. Oh no. What happened to Paris? Who was in Paris? Who took down the Eiffel Tower? Next, let's do dismantling the archaic bureaucracy. It's finally time to abolish the inefficient, abused, and miscalculated system of the Bolshevik bureaucracy. The system was designed to serve the party, not the people. Who's in Paris? Well, the Germans were in Paris, so that might have been where the Statue of Liberty went. Do-do, 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 do-do-do. Let's do more radar, even though we don't have much to do with radar at this point. And then logistics companies as well. Oh, can we... Unrestricted submarine warfare. Because that's worked great before. We got a bunch of mines we can work on, so we might as well do those. Do region-wide economic expansion. Kind of tanked our consumer goods for a while, but we'll get more resources out of it. Hopefully that'll let us trade and get more of those resources later on. Administration is still overextended, but we're working on getting it unextended. And then I'm wondering, could we join the Toronto Accord before we go to war for Germans? Because that would be a great help. And that would be greatly helpful. I'm not going to look at the Middle East. That is it. It's more of a dumpster fire than it is IRL. I mean, surely Dougie wants to do something. The I don't know. The US still seems a little boring to me playing this mod, but I just want to take a second to look over this. Because for the YouTube people, I'm going to end the video. So thanks always for watching. Comment section down below if you have any feedback, as well as feel free to check out all the links down in the description box below as well. Thanks always for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.